You ever been through anything like that?
I can't say that I have. The bomb threat was interesting last year at Louisville, and we didn't come out on the good side of that one. When you don't play a halted game, something like that happens and you get through 5, I feel really bad about it because I wanted to finish the game, but we don't have a halted game. We can't find another date to play, so it's like a storm hit us, and it counts as a win in our book. So, what do? You take it and you move on. And we've had to move the game up tomorrow to be safe with Penn State to 1:30 because I don't want it to happen again. So that's what I've been back there working on. But we did enough to get a dub, I guess. I really don't know what to say.
Have you ever had a game? I mean, obviously the bomb threat game, but anything close to this?
No, I remember a couple games we were either, I don't know if we were on the road where the lights went off. And I don't remember where we were, but our starter was throwing really good. And we had to wait so long we couldn't put him back in. So that was a bummer. But nothing, no, I haven't. I don't know. This hasn't happened to us since we've had the stadium in 2009. Our lighting's like big league lighting, so no, I have not really experienced. I don't know what to say.
And then the bomb threat game, you had a bomb threat. There was a long delay, and then you lost in extras.
We lost an extra at
14
Louisville.
innings.
Yeah, and we chartered because it's so hard to get into Louisville. If we hadn't have chartered, we would have had to leave for the drop down, so drop dead date time, so we would have got a win. So that one didn't work out. That was a tough stretch. But, what do you do? It's just, there's nothing we can do about it. I'm just glad that we played well enough. I didn't think we played great. But again, there's no such thing as an ugly win. I've never seen one, so we'll take it and regroup and play a really good Penn State team tomorrow.
So you had a long huddle there. You guys just telling jokes or what?
Yeah, but then I got them together and just said, look, you got to count this game starting, and you have to be mentally ready for it to start. And let's play better when it does start. So I just wanted to remind them of that. But otherwise, they're kids. They should be having a blast. They're at the University of North Carolina. They're in college, and I want them to have fun every day. So it was good to see that.
So Vance, he didn't get a home run in the first 6, but he's been on a tear since. Have you seen anything different in his approach from the first 6 games to since then?
No, same Vance, just a worker. He had a tough little stretch there. Where he was like 0 for 9, I want to say, or 0 for 10, or whatever it was. Y'all can come on through. It's all right. And he, good to see y'all. He's just such a worker. His approach is better than it was last year at this time. He's a better player than he was. He's stronger, so he's going to hit for more home runs. And I think all of his home runs this year have been pulled. So when he really gets going, he'll start hitting them opposite field as well, and that'll also help him cut back on those strikeouts.
Do you think the hype coming in has affected, 1, his approach, or 2, how opposing pitchers are working him?
Yeah, maybe until Max started like he has. So what do? You pick your poison. The top of our order is really good, so you can't really pitch around Vance because he's going to steal second and try to steal third, and the bottom of the order is getting on base. There's nowhere to put him. But obviously they're more aware of who he is, and that's where he just got to take some walks, because when teams aren't giving him good pitches, we don't want him to get himself out. But Vance is the type of guy that, he doesn't care about the hype. He just wants to keep getting better.
So how many of his home runs were opposite field last season?
That's a good question. But I feel like he had, out of 25, I feel like he probably had 6 to 8, maybe. Opposite field, I have to go back and look, but he's got opposite field power. But again, when you make a mistake down the middle, it should be a pull home run. That's what he's been able to do.
So it's basically just baseball, how it didn't work for him for a while, and then he came back together.
Yep. Yeah. Baseball, the thing about hitting is you're going to have some stretches where you just don't get hits. It just happens because there's guys out there, you can hit it hard, and at the end of the day, if you can do other things, which Vance can do, which Matt can do, find a way to get on base and walk some. Look at Colby Wilkerson. He didn't have a ton of hits on the year, but his on base percentage is 5+.
Around it,
Yeah, 500. So, there's batting average is extremely misleading in my opinion.
And added to the strangeness of this game, a guy comes in and gets a strikeout to get out of the 5th inning, and that gets in the win.
Yeah, what do? We call that a vulture win. Berkowitz just came vulturing in and got the dub. That's happened a lot here, but good for him. Because if you come in and you strike out in 3 pitches, is what he did, right?
Mm-hmm.
He deserves to win, in my opinion.
And where do you think the team is coming into the big series with Virginia this weekend?
I'm not going to talk to him about that until Thursday. Obviously, as coaches, you have to work a little bit ahead. And that'll be a great test early, but the whole league's a test. But Penn State's good. They're probably the best they've been in a long time. They should have beat Miami 2 out of 3 at Miami. So I'm glad we're able to get that game in and move it up, and I'm glad Coach Galler and our administration was able to work it out so we could start earlier.
Thanks, Coach.
Thank y'all.
Thanks.
Thank y'all. Have a good night.